do, guys? I can't figure this out.
That's a don't. Sorry.
And we have started because that was definitely recorded.
Why does that make me laugh so hard?
I don't know. I've never said it.
That's so good. Oh, my God. Hey. Welcome back, everybody, to Riggle's Picks. I'm Rob Riggle.
I'm Darren Leader.
We were just saying, I said, what's up with my do? As I was looking, because I thought it was looking stylish. And he said, it's not a do, it's a don't.
That's a don't. That's a definite don't. What's going on with the wave in front?
That is so...
So Dennis
good.
the Menace?
No, what are you, the wave? That's Poncherelli and that's Chips. That's 70s.
That is not Chips.
That's Hasselhoff. That's Hasselhoff. Knight Rider. Hasselhoff.
I'm trying to think of who you look like.
Dean, Sean Cassidy.
Oh, yeah,
These are all references from the 70s.
Leif Garrett?
Leif Garrett.
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
70s references.
You know,
For our younger
Scott
listeners.
Baio was one of those heartthrobs.
He was. Chachi.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chachi.
Yeah. And Charles was in charge. He did a lot.
He was in charge.
Remember? He was in charge for a
Yeah. That, both of those kids grew up, and what's Alyssa Milano?
No, that was Who's the Boss?
Oh, Charles in Charge. Oh, yeah. That was the 2 girls and 1 boy.
I don't remember.
Well, he was in charge.
I just remember he was in charge.
Wait, so you had Who's the Boss and Charles is in charge.
He wasn't on Who's the Boss.
Right. I know. It's 2 different shows, but same thing. Same show.
It's not the same show.
What's the difference?
It's a sitcom. It's a situation comedy. That's what sitcoms stand
What's
for.
the difference between those 2 shows?
They're nothing. They're family shows.
Right, but it's the same show.
She was the boss, and Tony Danza was the
Manny.
Yeah, the Manny.
Right.
Basically.
And what was Charles?
What was Charles? He was just the older brother?
No, he's a Manny.
No, he wasn't. Was he a Manny? I don't, guys?
Anybody? Are we by ourselves here, Rob?
No, you're not. I'm looking it up. This is a little before my time, but I feel like Charles was some form of a assistant in the home. Right?
Charles was a Manny because Charles is in charge. He got the keys of the kingdom. Like, hey, you're going to be in charge of the kids.
Uh-huh.
And who's the boss? Tony Danza, Manny. A lot of Manny situations.
Judith Light.
Needing a place to live while attending school, Charles applies for a job working for Stan and Jill Pembroke, an affluent couple in search of a live-in housekeeper.
That's so weird that it was 2 sitcoms, the same thing. Way to go, originality. Ugh.
Did you hear Gary's passive-aggressive?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know what?
About
I'm
being before his time.
Before his time. Did you catch that?
Yeah, you know what that sounds like? A young man's comment.
Now, here's the thing. I have to apologize for that comment, but I was attacked by Claire, who said she had never heard of either of these shows. So I felt very, very old, and I needed to make myself feel younger, and I attacked you as a result of it. So I blame that squarely on Claire, and I'm very sorry. That was my fault.
Claire, I don't even know where to begin with this. I guess start doing your pop culture research, okay? Because these are 2 major programs.
Yeah, how exactly did you pass the test to become an American
Claire,
citizen if you don't know either of these fucking shows?
Thank you, Gary. How
God
did you?
damn it.
That
Claire,
should have been the first question they ask you on your
Who's in
citizenship.
charge?
Charles.
Charles.
Thank you.
Were you born before 2000?
Yes.
Okay.
I asked no further questions because she's going to say something that starts with a 9, and I'm going to.
Oh, she's going to say something in the back half of the 9s. I'm going to say 97.
Oh, it ends with a 9. Fuck you for that comment,
99.
Claire.
99. Damn it.
God damn it.
Dang it.
You know what? She's like Nate Boyer. She's just coming in, and just because she's here, I feel like, oh.
You should have seen the way that she just kind of glanced at me and goes, ends with a 9.
Ends with a 9, sucker.
So Gary, you know this. You're a Chargers fan.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, you're a Chargers fan. And I'm doing a movie, and the director of the movie is a Chargers fan. So we sat down to have coffee.
There are literally dozens of us.
And we were talking, and he was saying congrats on the Chiefs and their Super Bowl runs and all this, and like I had anything to do with it, other than I do have a lot to do with it actually, but whatever.
Okay.
But I said, oh well, you guys were in the Super Bowl back in like '94, and he goes, yeah. I go, you were born then, right? He's like, nope.
Really? The director
The
wasn't
director
born?
of the movie. And I go,
That's amazing, dude. That's crazy.
yeah.
So let me tell you, I was born then, and I was 9 or 10, and it's better to have not been born then.
Gary, you were born in the 80s?
I was.
Wow.
What's that like?
Yeah.
I was born in the 70s.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Early 70s. Like, real early.
Oh my God.
I'm old dude.
There's a misprint on my IMDb page.
What? What does it say?
It says I was born in the 70s too, but I was born in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that?
Nothing.
The
What?
1880s?
You got this.
Gary. Very funny.
Dude, there's no way he could be born in the 1880s.
I'd be 150 years old.
Yeah.
I know, you look fantastic, Emperor Crossbow.
Emperor Crossbow, dude. We gotta bring him to real life.
Well, if anybody, we've got a lot of fans out there. If anybody does cartoons, drawings, not caricatures,
Yeah.
but like,
Actual anime.
yeah.
Rob Riggle as Emperor Crossbow.
Yeah.
And you're in a unitard.
No, karate gi. And I'm on a steed,
Oh,
a stallion, a white stallion.
white stallion with black long hair.
I'm fine with that.
That's
whatever,
cool.
But majestic.
Yeah.
Majestic.
A majestic steed.
Uh-huh.
And you're out there traipsing around.
I'm on a hilltop over surveying a battlefield.
On what continent?
Probably Europe.
That's cool. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Is
So
your-
anybody want to draw that up? I'm going to put it on a T-shirt
And then you could draw me
with that hat on.
with this hat on the opposite hill with an old time bazooka. And
What
we're
about
going
a
to
golf
battle.
club? What if it's like a tee box?
I need. Well, yeah, a bazooka on a tee box. I need a weapon because I'm going against you.
I don't know why it has to be confrontational, but if you want a weapon, you should probably have, I have a crossbow. Okay.
You want me to have a musket?
Either a musket. I was going to say nunchucks,
Well, you have a projectile. I need something that's going to get across the room.
throwing stars.
Oh, those work. Yeah, I could do that.
You do you. So, an old flint musket will work.
Maybe a catapult. Balls of oil and straw
Oh, God.
and clay.
They used to do first, before they did that,
Hmm.
they launched dead horses in the castle
For real?
For-
That's,
to prison filth and
that's dirty. Dude, that's dirty.
yeah. And then when they would land, they would splat and all the disease and
God.
yeah.
Who thought of that? Who was the first guy that went, we need to chuck these dead horses? This is going to be amazing,
We
guys.
can burn them or we can launch them into the castle.
No.
Launch them into the castle. Make it their problem.
We don't want them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to get a catapult in my homeowners association.
What'd they say?
No, but I tried.
Why would they say no?
I don't know. A bunch of old people. So they said it would devalue the properties.
How far was it going to shoot?
It could launch almost a quarter mile.
What would you shoot?
Dead animals.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Rabbits and dogs.
Whatever.
I guess whatever you get your hands on,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. And we were gonna. My whole thing was it's not to launch on our neighborhood. It's to launch on the other neighborhood.
Of course it is. Well, you're a good neighbor, which I don't know why your HOA would say no.
Well,
You're just looking out for
there's so many rules out here. California's really hard, man. There's a lot of bureaucracy. A lot
Yeah.
of rules.
no catapults.
No catapults. We're not here to initiate conflict with neighbors.
What kind of shit is that?
With neighboring subdivisions was their quote. I was like, oh my God.
Obviously, they've never had a tiff.
Well, they don't have any vision.
No. You need to be creative and you need to be smart if you want to be a good neighbor.
Right. And I also said, I said in the meeting, I said, listen, well, when the day comes when we need a catapult and we don't have it, don't come crying to me.
Right. When you're posted up in your fortress, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, oh my God, if only we had a catapult.
I said, don't.
Dude. Dude. That is good.
That is so right on time.
Do we have any other AI that you could type that in? Emperor with crossbow on his back.
Oh my God, look how majestic. Look how right on time. Even the beard was starting. I mean, that was brought to full fruition.
Yeah, that's not far off of what you got going on right now.
It's not that far off.
No.
It's not that far
I
off.
love Emperor Crossbow.
I think I like it.
You know, you could be a character in D&D. Do you play that?
I never played it. It looks fun.
Did you never played it?
Never played it.
I played it when I was a kid. I didn't really know what the hell I was doing.
Mm-hmm.
There was a dungeon master, my buddy Dave, and his brother Mike, his older brother Mike, and he would take us on these missions.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, you just came around Mount, Mount Sakatumi, and here's a pack of orcs. And you're like, oh no, look at that, dude.
What?
That is you, bro.
That's so mean.
The one on the right looks like he's got a lot of fire.
Yeah, the one on the right has, and that's more of a crossbow.
Yeah, that's dope.
That's the one.
That's what I'm talking about.
And a quiver full of arrows.
Oh, with poisonous tips.
And look at the cape, so majestic. And the beard, right on time.
What if, okay, CBS, hear me out. Emperor Crossbow is a manny in the 80s working for Judith Light.
Okay.
Right? That's Charles in charge. But he's Emperor Crossbow.
Oh my gosh.
How good do you think those kids would be?
I mean, well, I think like the first time they stayed out too late or whatever, they would die.
Probably.
You know what they'd find out?
What?
Who's the boss?
Oh, God damn. I think Gary's been waiting his whole life to say that.
He has been, actually. He was waiting and hoping that an opportunity would present itself.
And it was perfect.
And it's almost like a layup. It was an alley-oop.
It was. Gary, touche.
Thank you for the assist, fellas.
Hey.
Well done, sir. Well done.
This podcast is here to raise you up in life. Nailed it. That's awesome. So we're doing this podcast. We keep getting distracted. And today's episode is, you know what? We don't have a guest today.
That's right. But we do have a ton of fan mail.
Let's read some.
Okay. Gary, bring up some of the... Rob, you are such a stud. I love listening to you. Thank you very much. It's clear that you lift weights and exercise constantly. That's so nice. And I don't, but I appreciate that. Tell us about what it's like to be on top of
Is
the
that
world.
from your mom?
Nope. Nope. That is from Superstud 818. So
Is that you?
They may live out here.
Wow.
Superstud 818? Riggle. Is that you?
No.
Did you write that to yourself?
No.
You,
Just a fan. Just a fan. Just a fan.
are you,
But I appreciate that. And so, what was there a question in there, or just was
no,
it just a,
Tell us
tell
what
us
it's
what it's
about
like to be on
being
top.
Oh, I mean, it's great. It's great. And these guys are too. Okay, so let's take another one. Let's take a look at the next.
Okay, I feel like there's a lot of condescending going on.
No,
right
I said these guys are too.
now. Are two.
Yeah.
What?
You're on top.
We
with
have
me.
one here from Mondo Duke 420 who is casting doubt on your stories about saving all those kids from the bus.
When you had your broken leg, go back to the tape. You said you there was a bus crash, a nun, and there was a bunch of kids, and you had to run in and save them. That's how you broke your leg.
Well, that happened.
Mondo Duke, they've got it right.
And Mondo Duke, that almost sounds like my boy. That sounds like what my boy used to say. So I wonder about
I'm
that.
curious.
Yeah. Anyway, thank you for your question, Mondo.
Armando.
MD for short.
Yeah, Mondo Duke.
Mondo D, thank you for your question. But yes, I did save a lot of children and a lot of nuns, and it was a bus. It was a school bus.
Yeah.
It wasn't a city bus.
What's-
That's probably the confusion. You thought it was a city bus.
What city was it in?
It was right here.
Really?
Yeah.
In Pacoima.
Not Pacoima.
Yeah.
Right here. I don't have time to
You know
drill
where it
down.
was? It was in the City Angels.
Aw.
In the city of Compton. No, it was in the City of Angels.
No, city of Compton. Oh, that's in the song.
I know, but the save was in Angels. Listen, I don't have time to drill down on all. I'm not a detail guy.
Right.
I do the big stroke stuff. Saving people, I'm out. Save them, I'm out. Save
Right.
them, I'm out. I don't sit around to write the details. I'm not doing a police report or an after action report. Okay, I'm in. I save. I go. You're welcome.
How do you just keep how do you keep finding these things to do?
Right, Gare?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to believe Emperor Crossbow's range.
Dude, how do you keep, the likelihood of stumbling into these situations where you keep having to save people is really weird.
It's so ridiculous.
Like, think about how many times most people have to save someone in life.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, no, I never had to do that.
Never.
You've done it several.
Several. That's when sometimes I'm like, am I chosen? Have I been chosen? You know?
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I guess you just don't know.
You don't know. No one does. For real, for true.
Yeah.
No one could ever possibly know.
You could only believe.
Yeah. And so I do what I do. Glad to do's it. You know.
Yeah.
What's else? What else we got? We got more?
We got guest.
We got a guest?
Who's our guest?
Oh. We don't have a guest.
Oh, we got that guest. Got it. I'll be with you guys in a minute. We were doing a podcast.
So Gary, let's bring up one more. Let's bring up a couple more, actually. We're just real quick. We'll go through these. We got hundreds, but let's just go through a couple more.
We have one here that says, Darren, how dare you?
Oh, that's interesting.
I just do. I do dare you. I dare you all the time.
I think it's broader than that. I think
mean?
it's how dare you do all these things that you do.
Oh.
How dare you, sir?
I don't think about it. I just do.
Yeah.
You know, I think if you stop to think about what you're doing.
You think it's a compliment? The question's a compliment?
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you go about your life so bravely?
We have learned that doers get more done.
They do. Home Depot.
They're not paying us. Please, you don't have to keep.
Lowe's.
Yet.
Yet, thank you.
Orchard Supplies Hardware.
This one, that's just a comment that just says, keep lifting. You're looking great, Rob. Which club do you go to?
Which what?
Club.
Club?
Yeah.
Oh, duh club. I didn't know if it was a health club.
No.
Okay.
Well, there's that one too.
I see one here from Jake the electrician that says Ace is the place for the helpful hardware place. Yeah.
Wow. That's more of it seems like an ad.
Jake the electrician, maybe he's just passionate about his work. I don't know.
Yeah, like Mondo Duke 420.
420 makes me suspicious.
Right.
420 makes me suspicious. I feel like that's a big weed thing.
Have you ever smoked pot on the toilet?
The devil's lettuce?
Yeah, devil lettuce. Have you ever smoked the devil's lettuce on the can?
Be honest, Gary.
Be honest, Gary.
This is it.
This is moment of truth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, Gary.
Gary.
Mommy. That's awesome.
Finally, some honesty out of objective Gary.
Wow. Where do you burn the tree there, Darren?
Where?
Yeah.
You know, I don't burn the tree as often as I used to because Jesus invented gummies.
Jesus didn't invent gummies.
Hello?
No, he did not, sir.
Yes, he did.
He did not.
He invented everything that is good.
Well, he did that.
And he invented ecstasy.
No, he did not.
Is Jesus the name of your dealer there, Darren?
It's actually Jesus, but I like to say Jesus.
Yeah, that's what I thought. See, I see the game you're
you
playing.
get it,
friend.
Gary.
Yeah,
I should have seen that. Yeah,
Gary
of course.
Gary just came out of the bathroom too, super stoned. No, I like the gummies, dude. Because with the flour, it's a ritual. It's a process. There's smoke. There's ash. There's all the things. I don't have time for that. You know what I have time for? That's it.
They put child safety caps on those?
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, your sound effects are okay, but they're no Gabe.
I know.
Okay.
I know. Why do you got to remind me, man?
Well, because we're in the presence of greatness. Like if I went, that's not even right. I can't do it.
I can't do it.
Yeah, but you got skills.
Oh, I got that one.
Oh, that's a good one.
There's the drip.
Oh, that's good.
Can we put some reverb on that?
That's pretty good.
That's good. That's good.
And I got this one too. Oh yeah, it's loud. Those are my skills. Oh, and I can wiggle my ears. What can you do?
I can read your mind, and I can also move stuff through telepathy.
You have telekinesis?
Telekinesis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. These glasses on the table, for the listeners, there's a pair of glasses on the table. Readers, because I'm blind.
Made by who?
Black Flies,
There you go.
because they're my fave.
Yeah.
They're badass. Make those things move.
Oh, my God. Do you think there's a parlor trick? This is a gift. This is a special gift. And I'm definitely not moving something that small.
Oh, what do you move?
I move automobiles. I move, like, laundromats.
I'll tell you what. Let's go outside right now, and I want you to move my truck.
How far?
32 feet.
That's very specific.
You asked. Let's go. We got to go now.
That's very specific.
They're going to tell me we got to split.
All right, I'll go move your truck.
All right.
We're going to be right back, everybody. And I rest my case.
You did. You did it.
How far? Tell the people.
It wasn't 32 feet.
It was 32 feet.
No, it wasn't.
What was it?
It was about 30. So, yeah, you did it, but you didn't do it fully.
32 is too specific. Okay? 30 feet. You move a car 30 feet with your mind, Gary. Pretty good, right?
That's a lot, 30 feet further than I can.
I thought it would be in the air and it was like skidding on the ground. And I thought that was a little lame.
You want me to lift it like Yoda?
That's what you're like. I can move stuff with telekinesis.
Yeah.
I'm thinking it goes up and it lands soft.
Come on, man. Grow up. If it's got wheels, I'm going to make it take the path of least resistance. I'm going to make it roll. I moved it 30. I moved your truck 30 feet with my mind.
You did. You did.
That should be enough for anybody. That should be enough.
Well, it's not enough for me, but I love the effort. And I want you to know this. No matter what, no matter how much you suck at telekinesis, no matter how like subpar you are with that, I love you.
I don't know why I fist bumped that. I mean, I fist bumped the love part.
Right.
I
Well,
appreciate
dude,
that.
I'm telling you.
But it was a bad setup. It was just full of BS and hate.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, I said I loved you. Do you say that to somebody you hate?
I feel like that's one step up, two steps back. I feel like it's a lot of garbage and you put a little frosting on it that was I love you. Frosting on a turd.
Look, I can't control how you feel, okay? I'm not in charge of that department.
Don't use your mind tricks.
But this is on you. And I told you I loved you. And if you want to go down this road, we can go down this road. We can talk about all your
You're
things.
like the worst at apologies. Has anybody ever told you that?
No.
No?
Never. Anyone has ever said that.
If you have to apologize, do you know how to apologize?
Yeah.
How properly?
Yes.
Okay. Let's have a hypothetical because I don't think you do, and I just wanted. Maybe I'm wrong.
Okay.
And we got objective Gary.
I'm like the king of apologies.
Okay. So let's say that you were late today, just as a hypothetical.
Okay.
You were on time. You were actually early.
Yeah.
But as a hypothetical, you came in late.
Yeah.
And as a result, we had to, I don't know, cancel an interview or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let's begin. Hey, Darren,
Hey, dude, you guys, I know it's past the time, but I wish more than anything you would have started later.
Okay. You guys heard that, right? Is it me or it's Darren, right?
No. Okay.
That's not an apology.
I know. I realize that. I'm sorry you guys picked a stupid time to start. And
now he's being insulted.
Yeah, now you're going worse.
I'm
It's getting worse.
apologizing.
It's getting worse.
I'm apologizing.
That's not
for it.
apology. That's
Yeah, it is. Hey, I am sorry that this whole operation is too early for D. That's a proper apology.
okay. At least we've identified the problem, Gary. I think we know what we're dealing with now.
I guess it's a rock star thing. I mean,
It is a rock star thing.
We just got to start later.
That's
the problem.
So still, okay, maybe that was a bad example. Then I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and say let's not use that example.
Understand where he's coming from. I don't think you're being nice enough, Rob.
Thank you, Claire.
Hold on, Claire.
Claire gets it.
this is your last time that she's going to be Canadian while she's recording. So
Well, that's why
soak
she's
this up,
so-
because
she's
she's
so-
going to be rude by our next recording.
That's right. This is nice Canadian Claire, and she's about to become edgy American Claire. And when she does, she's going to see it my way.
Well, look, that's not this day. This day, I'm telling you that I'm sorry that you picked crummy times.
That's not an apology.
Okay, let's do another example, dude. I'm ready to sorry the hell out of this place. Let's go.
I don't think you are.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry that you're having a tough time with this.
Okay, let's say you backed into my car when you were leaving
Okay.
today.
Right.
Okay, and now I'm come out. You've clearly done it, and you look at me and say,
I feel horrible that you were stupid enough to park behind me.
"That's not an apology."
That's right up the dude. I'm telling you, I feel bad. You know what I mean? Like, dude, I feel horrible that you put your car in harm's way.
You're blaming me.
I'm not though.
You're not being accountable. You're not being
telling you how I
sincere.
feel.
This is
It was kind of rude that he had "Move, bitch, get out the way" bumping on his sound system when you got out there.
Right?
It was an added insult, I thought.
Yeah.
Well, I can't help it if other people don't have the vision that I have and share in the same hopes and dreams for humanity to succeed, and they put their cars in stupid places. Do you know what I mean?
I don't know what you mean. I don't know what you mean at all. I think that's a terrible apology. We need to. That's maybe one thing. Like if you ever get a therapist, like one of the first things maybe you want to bring up to that therapist is, "Hey, I've heard from people that my apologies aren't good."
That's something that could be said.
You should say it then.
I'll think about that.
Please do.
You know, I guess really it comes down to I feel bad that I don't have the ability to understand why people are dumb.
I can tell this is not going to
I'm bummed. It bums me out.
Well, let me ask you this then. Where does Darren need to make like if you could just like objective Gary makes objective, he can be objective.
Yes.
So I want you to try, be objective. Just where does Darren need to improve? Just start there. Just
Darren
anywhere.
needs to get better at understanding people that aren't at his level.
Fuck.
You know what I'm saying?
And you're third person. Let's not do third person. Please don't talk about yourself.
Okay.
Third person.
Wow.
Just say I. Okay. And then
I wish I could lower my standards.
Why?
Because then it would be easier for me to cope with the ineptitude of my fellow podcasters.
Me? I'm the only
Well, you're
podcaster.
behind. You put your car right behind me. You know my truck's tall, and you know I'm not the tallest guy in the world. So you put your lowrider behind my high rise.
It's not a lowrider.
It's
a car. It's just a regular car.
It's a low car.
It's not. You have.
It's like an Indy 500 car.
It's not an Indy 500 car, and
It
that's
looks
not.
like it.
Okay, so your self-assessment is you need to lower your standard,
Yes.
so that you can get along better with the people around you.
It's my fault
that you're so
for
good.
expecting more. Do you know what I mean? It's my fault for having this standard of being that is really kind of unattainable, apparently, for people who park behind me.
Oh my God, Gary, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? I feel like I'm in the twilight zone.
Where am I going wrong?
I just feel like there's a lot of misplaced blame.
Exactly. Thank
No,
you.
I don't. Yeah.
He's talking about you, fool.
What?
What do you mean, what?
What do you mean, Gary?
Talking about you.
I don't think he was. Gary, who are you talking about? Don't say anything. I get it.
Not Rob?
See?
Okay. I'll be objective, Rob.
Okay, you know what? Let me hear how you would apologize. Let me hear how normal people would apologize. You backed into my car. What do you say?
Hey, Darren.
Hey, Rob.
There's been an accident. I backed into your car. I wasn't looking. I wasn't paying attention. I'm really sorry. Let's exchange car insurance information, and I'll make sure we get this settled and get it taken care of quickly. I apologize. That was my fault.
I appreciate that.
There it is, right? I mean,
That was awesome.
That was a pretty standard exchange there.
That's exactly how that scenario should have gone.
What's the difference between that scenario and the other scenario?
Why not you do that then?
Dude, my car's taller.
Then it presumably took less damage. What do you...
I'm just saying, dude, his car's low, and he can clearly see mine. It's totally his fault. And you apologized. Dude, you came in with a real sincere apology. I'm going to leave my fist up here for you to just bump it.
I don't know why I keep bumping this, because I don't know if I agree with what...
How do you not... You just made a great apology. And I want to thank you for that.
I want you to emulate that and make your apologies like that.
Mine were pretty close to that.
They're not... They're the absolute opposite.
I'll tell you what. You apologize so nicely. We don't even have to go through insurance. I'll fix my own car.
God. Now it's just...
No, dude, I'm showing you how grateful I am that you came to me and said, I blew it. You know what I mean? But, look, it doesn't matter because we Ubered here anyway. So, we don't even really have cars here.
Yeah, damn state laws.
I know, right? Ugh.
So, I guess if I had to put the microscope to Big John Glove here, Mr. Fabulous, I would have to say my... probably biggest flaw is I care too much.
That's I see that. I get it. You do care.
I care too much.
You're a caring individual. I care.
No, you don't. Why do you think you care?
I just feel like I do. It's a feeling.
Gary, who do you think cares more? You can be objective, Gary.
Give us OG Gary.
Give me OG Gary.
I think it's Claire.
Okay,
That's a safe way out.
Yeah, way to go.
Yeah, he took the safe way out. Of course it's Claire. She's Canadian.
For now.
Yeah.
She's temporarily Canadian.
One more day?
Has it one more day?
One more recording.
One more recording.
By the next time we record,
Oh, my God.
we're doing some America jokes.
Are you going to dress up in an Uncle Sam outfit, Claire?
Yeah, it's in the office.
Sweet.
For Halloween, you got to dress as Uncle Sam, and you could be AmeriClaire. I gotta go.
I think we should punch that one up.
I gotta.
Don't wait for Halloween.
Can we make
Next
that
recording.
Can we make that the clip?
AmeriClaire?
AmeriClaire. I'm sorry.
We
They can't
cannot.
all be home runs.
That was a stand-up double.
A little bit.
Yeah, or a solid single. They didn't have to run that hard.
Yeah, I didn't even round first. I just
Because AmeriClaire that can open a whole new thing.
it could be great.
It could be great.
The way I did it,
Yeah.
lame. I get it. I'm not apologizing for it.
AmeriClaire.
AmeriClaire.
Dude, I want to see you in an AmeriClaire outfit next week. That's going to be awesome. Uncle Sam, tall hat, I want you poster.
But with a Canadian accent.
Yeah. Eh?
I want you, eh? All right. I want you.
Yeah. It's about time.
Oh, I want you over here, eh? All right. Who's the president? Sorry, he's the prime minister.
Oh, God, who is their prime minister? He's that dork.
Trudeau.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's not for me to pick on Canadians. They get to vote for whoever they want to
You
vote.
think he's a nerd?
No, I'm not going to say a single word about him.
Hey, you're not saying anything about his politics. Do you think he's into Dungeons and Dragons?
I think he did. I think he played it.
Yeah. He was probably a 22nd level wizard.
Claire, do you think he played? You're Canadian. Do you think
need
he
to know-
played?
He actually went to my neighboring school, although at very different times, and I would say Dungeons and Dragons is probably how he spent his time.
What
Was
was
it rival? So a rival school? So you hate him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
what was the mascot of his school?
I don't know. It's the school Seth Rogen went to as well. It's called West Point Gray.
West Point Gray.
It might be Wolves.
What we need to know what their mascot is.
Probably Wolves. She said Wolves.
Seth
And I was
Rogen
meant to
went-
be American because my school was Eagles.
You were the Eagles?
AmeriClaire.
Wow. AmeriClaire. I like that.
I do too. It's growing on me.
You right?
It's kind of sweeping the nation.
I kind of I put it out there and it was not attractive. It was an ugly baby.
But now
It's growing into a really nice young man.
you've cleaned it off.
It's the wolf.
You cut the umbilical cord. You've cleaned off, and the head is taking shape. It's no longer coned head
Or purple.
or purple.
Right.
And now you're like, oh, AmeriClaire works.
AmeriClaire is pretty tight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it
that's a good
works.
one.
That's a good one.
The Wolves?
The wolves.
Okay, so Justin Trudeau is a wolf. Wolf.
Sure.
Right?
Can't trust wolves. Everybody knows that.
No. God, I would hate to get killed by a pack of wolves.
That's probably one of the worst ways to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you rather get killed by sharks or wolves?
Wolves. And here's why. If you're going to be devoured and torn limb from limb with razor sharp teeth,
Either way.
either way,
Yeah.
one is in the water,
I get it.
in the salt water, and that's just terrible. Being in the water alone can be terrifying,
Right.
or on land.
Do you think that being in the water would dull some of the pain?
No, it would enhance.
What if you were in 4 feet of water in Florida, like warm saltwater, Atlantic water, and
Like
it's
an intercoastal.
an
swampy-
intercoastal, and there's black tip sharks. They just a pod of them just cruise in, and they get you in 4 feet of water. So you're not drowning, but you're getting eaten.
That's worse than on land, I think,
Okay,
because it's muddy, it's salty, it's slow, it's dirty,
and it's hot.
and it's hot. It's a nasty death.
You guys familiar with former NFL player Arian Foster?
No.
No.
Well, he was a great running back in his time, and he's since retired. And he spent several hours on Twitter fighting with fans about how he could win in a fight with a wolf.
That's just not true.
I wouldn't pick that battle. I wouldn't say I could beat a wolf,
Well, here's
like
the
a
thing,
real
I-
wolf.
and he's just talking about hand to hand.
yeah.
He's not talking about any
Unarmed.
kind of unarmed.
Unarmed.
See, now I do think you can fight a wolf better than you can fight a shark. You can fight a wolf because you can do a lot of kicks. You can do some retreating.
But a wolf has claws.
It does, and has teeth. And if it gets
teeth.
a hold of you, you could be in trouble. But you can also eye gouge. You could
you could do that with a shark too. You
not,
punch
not
sharks
as effectively. Not as effectively. A shark is pure muscle, and wolves are too. But I'm not saying the guy could win.
He could not win, but I think that the argument is on sound footing when you say you have a better chance.
You have a better chance. I think you have a better chance against a wolf.
I'm getting eaten by both of them.
Yeah.
Just to be clear, I don't think I could win.
Duh, Gary.
That's because he's objective. And
Yeah.
he knows the reality of the situation.
I'm glad we got some clarity on that.
Yeah.
Clarity.
Americlarity.
Yes.
Oh, don't.
Dude, I'm taking that. That's
All right.
awesome.
All right. I almost walked out on myself with that one.
I'm glad you did because we're sitting in it, we're marinating in it, and it's good. It's good. Americlarity. It just keeps getting better.
It does. It's the gift that keeps on giving.
I don't know.
I don't think we're going to get any better than that, boys.
No.
Well, then with that, I just want to say I have powers, telekinesis. You need to work on apologies. Gary is dead, no matter if it's a wolf or a shark. And Claire is moments away from becoming an American, an Americlaire.
And this has been a really robust day.
It has been a robust day. That's a good way. It's like my beard. It's robust.
It is robust. It actually juts out off of your face.
It does.
It's really cool.
Yeah.
I think I don't know if we can top that.
No. I want everybody to think about what's been said today. I want everybody to ponder it. I want you to reflect on it. Talk amongst your friends.
Okay.
Ask them. Ask them some of the hard questions. Ask them what their superpowers are.
Okay.
And then test them.
Ask them shark or wolf.
And then ask them to apologize and see how it comes out.
Let's see who apologizes how.
That's it.
Okay.
So normally we don't like to give homework, but
No.
I feel like maybe today y'all just think about it.
Just think about
Just think about it.
I love it, dude.
All right, bro.
I'm Darren Leader.
I'm Rob Riggle. That's Gary and Americlaire, and we are so happy that you joined us for Riggle's Picks.